Hi everyone, I'm back, and today I didn't really have a topic of exactly what I wanted to talk about. So the first thing that came to my mind was how much doing things alone changed my life. And I feel like as a young person, this was not something that I thought I was gonna have to do, especially at such a young age, but I realized how important it is to cultivate this sense of self, and going out and doing things alone, I feel like was one of the major things that really helped me get to know myself better. And in turn, that helped me change my perspective and change my relationship to myself. And so today I really wanted to talk about how important it is to just do shit alone sometimes. I think a lot of us have a lot of ambitions, we have a lot of goals, we have a lot of things that we like to do. We have a lot of different interests and things, and like maybe you really like to go to concerts, maybe you really like live music, maybe you really enjoy, I don't know, going to park like I do, maybe you enjoy working out, or you really want to take a new workout class. There might be anything that you really feel like is on your mind and you have an ambition to do it. However, you're waiting for someone to go with you. I think like unconsciously sometimes we wait for like a partner to go with us, whether it's a friend or a partner or a family member. We're just waiting for someone else who also enjoys the thing that we want to go do before we go do it. But I think it's so easy to forget that you can literally just go by yourself. Like, it sounds so simple, and to me, it's become so simple now to just go do what I feel like doing. But there was a time in my life a couple years ago where I think I also unconsciously was waiting for people who enjoyed the exact same things as me to go do the things that I wanted to do to live my life. But the more that I got out of my comfort zone and just started doing what I felt like doing, I can never look back. And now I almost enjoy going by myself more than I enjoy company sometimes, which is such a full circle moment. Like, you wouldn't expect that perspective shift, but getting out of your comfort zone is the thing that really helps you go from feeling like you always need someone to go with you to do things versus just going and figuring it out when you go. And it isn't actually as scary as it comes out to be. I think a lot of times we want someone there with us because it gives us a sense of safety. It gives us a sense of belonging. It gives us almost like a sense of peace that there's this person with me that's also doing this thing that we're gonna go do, right? Um, and there's no shame and there's no harm in that at all. We're humans. We're meant to connect with one another. However, I feel like the problem comes where maybe you're in a busy season of life. Like, everybody's busy, they have their own things going on, and constantly depending on other people to go with you, or constantly depending on company to always make you feel at peace and feel happy with your life can be where you get stuck. But this feeling of safety, this feeling of belonging, this feeling of like calmness that you're searching for can actually just be cultivated with yourself. You don't necessarily have to have the other person with you. Like, it's more of a mindset shift. For me, it was like telling myself, wait, like I can give myself the feeling of joy. I can give myself the feeling of peace. I can give myself the feeling of uh, just feeling present and enjoying whatever I'm doing. Why is it that I need somebody else to like co-regulate with me for me to enjoy this experience that I have in front of me? And just that mindset shift, I think, was the biggest thing that helps you just go do what you want to do and be present while doing it. And what I came to realize is that that statement was correct. I wasn't looking for a person to go with me all the time because I needed company, although sometimes company's great. But sometimes I think I actually just wanted to go by myself, but I wasn't used to doing that. I wasn't used to taking initiative to just go enjoy my own company because no one really taught me how to enjoy my own company. Like, they don't teach you that shit in school, right? Like, they don't teach you, self-regulation. They don't teach you how to be independent, how to be happy with your life. But doing things that I wanted to do and purposefully being like, no, I'm taking myself, right? Like, this is a self date. Um, Not only did it allow me to enjoy the experience so much more because I wasn't like, looking out for anybody else. I was just focusing on what was in front of me. But it also, I feel like, gave me a different perspective on um things that bring me joy. Like, I was able to focus more on what, it's like I'm at a concert. What part of the concert do I really love the most? Like, I was able to enjoy the artist a little bit more. I was able to kind of see how other people interact. Like it just gave me a sense of presence, if that makes sense. I was able to be in the moment a lot more by being by myself, which I think for me was a really strong indicator that this is something I really want to do more often, because it keeps the, the wheels of my brains turning. It keeps my body more present. It allows me to remember the experience a little bit more, because it's a new environment for you, which makes your brain kind of like pay attention. And the biggest way that I feel like starting to consistently do things alone really helped me change my life is that it gave me a sense of inner confidence to do anything that I want to do, whether I do it alone or not. But getting over that hump of like all these things that I wanted to kind of always do, but I wasn't doing, showing myself that I can show up and just go do the things that bring me joy anyway, gave me this confidence that, oh wait, I can actually apply this to the rest of my life. For example, if um you maybe really want to go to a concert. For me, this was the case. Like, I really wanted to go to this concert, and I had only ever previously gone to concerts with my friends, right? So I was like, okay, but I really like this artist, and no people I know really like this artist. So, like, what's the harm in buying one ticket? Like, that thought had never crossed my mind, right? But in that moment, I was like, there's actually nothing to be afraid of. Like, there's nothing to hesitate about. And definitely, if I've never tried to go to a concert alone, like why not try, right? And so just in doing that and going to the concert and enjoying the concert, I actually ended up having such a great time. And although I knew it was going to be fun because I enjoy the people who are, obviously the performers, I did not expect to have that much fun. Um, Especially because I love my friends and I love being around people all the time. So it was almost like, wow, like that was a very new experience for me. And it wasn't necessarily the joy that doubled, although the joy was definitely there. It was more so the confidence. And what I mean by confidence is that it gave me like this idea that every time I have that feeling, right? Like when I was going to buy the ticket, every time I have that feeling where it's like, wait, I've never done this before. Like, what if this doesn't go well? Or this is new, you know what I'm saying? That feeling that I had, but I bought the tickets anyway. That feeling, overcoming that feeling is what gave me the confidence, that feeling of knowing the next time I have this feeling where I'm doing something new, I'm doing something uncomfortable, I'm doing something by myself, I'm kind of nervous about starting something new. My brain and my nervous system now have this it has this pattern that I actually can do it. And what might happen from something uncomfortable and new is that, sure, it's going to be uncomfortable and new, but it actually can be even better than what you normally are used to doing. It showed me that new experiences are not as scary as I think we make them out to be. And um, from that, I feel like it's created almost like a ripple effect in my life where now if I'm starting something new, a project, taking on a new client, like starting a new passion, taking a new workout class, I'm not hesitating just because I haven't done it yet. I'm not hesitating because there's no one to go with me, right? I'm not hesitating because so and so said that this wasn't going to be good or people have an opinion about me. I'm not looking at that anymore because guess what? I bought the damn concert ticket and I went. And I had a better time than if I would have waited for a friend or if I wouldn't have gone at all. And the drastic difference between what I expected to happen and what actually happened, I think was the biggest perspective and confidence shift for me. And that's why I think I'm making this video, is because I didn't expect it to be such a meaningful part of my life. But now going on like solo dates has become such a regular part of my week that I don't even think about not doing it. Like, and that can be just anything I enjoy. It can be small, it can be big. But previous to, this experience where I started just wanting to do things alone, I wasn't doing that. I wasn't taking the time when I felt, "Oh, I kind of want to get out the house." Like the thought didn't even cross my mind that I could literally just get out the house and just do whatever I felt like doing, right? Because I was so used to and trained to always making plans or waiting for other people to go with me, whether that's family or friends. Like that huge change, I think, did really create a ripple effect in my life, because now if I feel like going to the beach, I'm grabbing my stuff and I'm going to the beach. Like, I feel like reading a book. Okay, like go to the library and like find a new book to read, right? for some of you, whoever's watching, it can literally make such a change in your life starting to do things alone here and there because it's changing like your brain chemistry. It's showing you that you are capable of making strong decisions for yourself and you can live a life that you want to live without anybody's opinion or without anybody's presence there to validate it because you can validate it. So, say for example, you really want to start a new career or you really have a new passion project that you want to start, but you're so used to always worrying about other people's opinion or worrying if it's going to work out or worrying that this is a new uncomfortable experience, right? But by taking yourself on these little solo dates here and there, you're showing yourself that this is my life and I can show up how I want. And that confidence like exudes into the other parts of your life. So now when you start that passion project, like you have that muscle that's been trained. And so you're not going to look for nine people's opinions about what you want to do. You might ask one or two people, but at the end of the day, you're going to be the one who's making the decisions because you're already used to doing that in your life, right? Yeah. I don't know if any other young people out there can relate, but I think this was one of the biggest things that really helped me. I'm 23, so I'm in my early 20s where I think you have like unlimited amount of possibilities with how you want to live your life. And discovering new things about myself, I think has been such a help in me trying to figure out like what do I like and how do I want to live my life. But until I spend time alone and I go do the things I feel like doing, I can't figure that stuff out, right? So there's that ripple effect once again of doing things that you feel like doing. Don't wait on people. That's my biggest message. Don't wait on people. Don't wait on situations to be perfect. Don't wait on, the perfect time. Just do the things that you want to do when you feel like doing them. And I can almost say like with the guarantee that there's going to be something good that comes out of it, right? Even if it doesn't go perfectly as planned, you're gonna gain some new experience from it. And you might be like me where you actually have more fun than you did going with people, and that is such a win. Yeah. The other really positive effect that starting this had on my life was that I met new people. And I feel like everyone's always looking for their community of people who they have common interests with, who they can share jokes with, who they can, meet up and do activities with. Everybody's looking for their people. Everybody wants community. Everybody wants to be felt. Everybody wants to be understood. Everybody wants to feel like they belong. And I too am in that same boat, especially, being a college grad, like you're looking for, okay, like where can I find my friends? Where can I find my people that I enjoy going to, right? And doing things alone actually makes this easier. And here's how. You would think that by going with people, you're going to attract like your type of people, your type of friends. I've actually found that doing things alone is exactly what attracts more of your kind of people. So I have like a little story. I really enjoy hiking. I love going on nature walks, hikes. Like my friends know, I'm always down for a really good hike. And I ended up actually finding this like community women's hiking group online one day, and I was like, you know what, I really feel like going. But I was just hesitating. I don't know why. I was kind of just like, I don't want to get up early. Like, is this who am I even gonna meet? Like, I'm not going with my friends. Like, whatever. I kind of just brushed it off. But I told myself, you know what, this is a new experience. Just go, okay. And I got up the next morning, went on the hike. I ended up meeting so many sweet, nice girls who also enjoy hiking, who live in my area, who have like the same like love for nature that I have. And I'm like, it was right in front of me the whole time. Like these people were right in front of me the whole time. But I was the one who wasn't making the effort to go find my community, right? And going alone, I think also really helped me fully be who I am and fully connect to somebody new because I wasn't dragging like, any friends with me. I wasn't forcing anyone to go with me who maybe doesn't enjoy hiking as much as I do, right? But because I put myself out there, my people found me. They were in front of me the whole time. It was just that my energy was so blocked that I wasn't even giving life, the universe, a chance for me to meet these people. And it gets even better because some of the girls that I met at the group actually introduced me to the other community groups that they're in personally. And so now I have multiple groups in which I have things in common with, and they're in my local community, and I would have never even known about them had I not decided to just like go to an event, right? Like I didn't try the new thing that I felt like maybe was missing. And this almost ties more into like finding your community and like putting yourself out there. But I think part of that also has to be with like just go alone also sometimes, go alone to figure out like what kind of communities do you want to be part of? Who are you when your friends and your people aren't around? And who do you actually want to become like moving forward in the future, right? So I feel like you get my point is that your people are out there. That's the biggest thing that I wish like I would have like I wish someone would have told me earlier that like your kinds of people who enjoy the things you do exist. You know what I mean? So if you're ever in a place where you feel like you don't have things in common with people enough to go do things, just go do the shit anyway. Just go do the thing, do the things that you feel like doing, and let the universe show you your people, your community, your friends. Like you'll find them. If you're meant to find them, you'll find them. But I can almost guarantee you won't find them if you sit at home and wait for the perfect friends, the perfect time, the perfect community to come knock on your door. That's just not going to happen. So give yourself the autonomy, give yourself the freedom to do the things that you feel like you want to do in your life. And I will say this is definitely that something that takes time to like work on and get used to. But once you get used to just doing things that you enjoy, like how could you not want to go out and do things you enjoy? Like you enjoy them. So that sounds very repetitive, but it's so simple, but it's so true that you will start enjoying your life more when you go do the things that you want to do. It's so simple. Um, Romanticize your life. That's like the thing everybody says online, and there's a reason they say it. Romanticize your cup of coffee in the morning, romanticize your morning walks, romanticize your hikes, romanticize your work, romanticize everything. And your life might be a little bit more joyful. You might find your people, you might find new experiences, new things you want to do, but we can't get to that other side if we don't get over our fears of doing things alone and doing new things, and putting ourselves in uncomfortable situations. So, yeah, that is my story and how I felt like starting to do things alone really, really created a very positive ripple effect on my life. And I hope that if you relate, it can create that same for you as well. Bye.